Twitter cans. Alright, ayun. Hindi ko nakita yung red na live pala kami. But ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday once again. It's your host, General Tuna, for this episode of the G3 Podcast. By the way, it's our 99th episode and one episode away from our 100th episode. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, good evening, good evening. It's the 27th of October. And we're gonna talk about the G3-monium. Who has the best post-apocalyptic survival plan? It's not the end of the world, but what if it were to happen? Are you ready? What will you do? What should you do? These questions come into play when you think about the world being on the verge of doom. The boys here at G3 are here to talk about other scary doomsday scenarios and more in this episode. We'll explore the history of doomsday. Why is it a recurring topic? And which pop culture references have impacted us when it comes to post-apocalyptic experiences. From gaming to movies, anime, and series, we'll delve into it all, discussing iconic titles like Fallout, The Walking Dead, and Akira. And if you were involved in a post-apocalyptic scenario, what would be your survival strategy? Join us as we explore this fascinating topic and share our thoughts, plus a few regrets in the event of Doomsday. Welcome to the 99th episode of the G3 Podcast.
Welcome to the G3 Podcast. We're going to be talking about everything geeky and nerdy in between comic books, toys, video games, movies, you name it, we got it.
You're tuned in to the loudest, craziest, and most excited bunch of geeks and nerds on this side of the planet. You're about to dive into everything nerdy and geeky in between.
This
is the G3 Podcast. Gamers, geeks, and good times.
What is up once again, ladies and gentlemen? It is the 99th episode of the G3 Podcast and apat kami na nandito ngayon in the panel very evenly. Evenly dispersed on each corner. Ayan. Again, once again, good evening. And of course, kasama natin yan yung ating panel, Captain Mike, we got Trickster, we got Rene Cruz Jr. Ayan. So, unfortunately, wala si Palitz because he has a lot of personal things to attend to. And syempre, attending for swap meet that's gonna happen. Palitz, we wish you well. And syempre, hoping the best for swap meet. Ayan. So let us go. Let's get into this shit. All right. So, first, before we start the episode, we just got from the most jam-packed week when it comes to like events. Like 5 events in one weekend, but then we only okay, Trickster is pulling out the raisins right now. I think it's a huge call.
He was saving it for this moment, though.
Yes. Here's the thing. We're gonna talk about post-apocalyptic stuff, and he has to pull out the raisins because if that's the last thing on Earth, you're gonna eat those raisins. All right.
Wait, yan ba yung like is that from the set of boxes of raisins from our little trip a couple of weeks back?
Yep,
or
still have them.
It's still there.
Wow.
Right. So once again, we just came back from the busiest weekend when it comes to like pop culture events. We got bombarded by toys last weekend, last October. And Mike, why don't you give us a taste of what it was because I wasn't there the whole time to enjoy the event. I was hosting. So, I think among the people here on the panel, I think ikaw lang yung like you got the ano ba tawag dito? Like a literal bird's eye view because you went up there. Diba? Like to look at the event, how many people were there?
So, dahil doon, we might as well show them our highlights.
Yo.
And what is happening, boys and girls? This is your captain speaking here at the Santa Lucia East Mall here in Cainta, Rizal.
Yes, may goatee.
For October Fair 2023. And it's brought to you by the Manila East City Collectors Convention. And my God, ang dami ng tao. What are we expecting?
Oof,
We
I
are
wanted that.
expecting a lot of stuff from toys, collectibles, and everything in between. So if I were you, we will go for a spin and we'll give you the highlights. Let's go!
Akala ko iikot si Mike. We'll go for a spin daw eh.
Oh, meron daw try this.
Plushies!
Ah! Kailangan ko yan para sa mga photocard. Oh, that's a good deal.
Ano ito mga coaches niya? Was that working or not?
Good. Yung Tamagotchi.
Lupin.
1,000, 1,400, 1,500.
Look at that guy. That guy looks familiar.
1,500. Anyone with 1,600. Going once, going twice.
Lang cowboy yan.
Three times sold, taking me for 1,600 pesos.
So many plushies. Ito yun, mga waifu Gundams.
That one's familiar.
What the fuck?
Unicorn Gundam. Perfect grade.
Oy, si ano? Wait, there was a magic tournament that happened? Apparently lang yan.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Mm.
Something, there's something.
Solid noong day number 1 at kita nyo naman, medyo inihingal ako, medyo napagod din ako, but I enjoyed every bit of it, especially when doing the auctions. Man, sobrang nakaka-hype yung auctions and doing the raffles as well. But day 1 pa lang, and meron pa tayong day 2. We'll see what day 2 has in store for us, so we will see you then. G3 out.
Grabe si Mike, oh. Nag-host ka na nga nung event, pinagtrabaho ka pa. What the hell, Mike?
Kung kailan pagod na no?
Oh.
And so, I'm just showing my haul last, I got
Yeah, it
like
was
a
dope.
tiny Mihawk, and then this Mudkip thing in a bottle, Pokemon in a bottle.
Yun nga yung ano, kasi I wasn't able to join because I had a bunch of work to do. And Mike, being the dick that he is, knowing how much, I mean, I obviously collect toys, you can see that. And like, he spent most of the day like sending me photos of things he knows I wanted to buy. Habang nasa bahay ako nagtatrabaho. So, thank you,
Including
Mike.
the doll of like a
very prominent political
very
figure.
famous, yeah, political
Yeah.
figure,
Yes.
yeah.
A very
And
famous.
apparently, someone bought it.
A mystery person bought it, and
A mystery
we have our
person bought it.
we have our
We have our suspicions. Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
catch how much that was? Or did you just see it afterwards?
No, I showed
He
this
asked
particular
kung magkano.
character. Tinanong ko kung magkano. Then this guy mentioned it's 7K.
Damn!
Tapos tumawad
I was-
pa ng 6.5.
Uh,
6.5
'cause,
last price.
I was going to like ask Mike to get it for me if I had the money, and apparently I didn't have the money that weekend. Tapos we had someone I think who we know always has the money. I suspect that he bought it. You know who you are if you're watching.
Itatago namin siya sa pangalang Palits.
Mm.
Kunwari daw siya, nasa Dubai na daw siya, pero nandito pa yan. Kanya,
Oh.
Nagtatago lang yan. Di ba nag-cosplay nga? Di ba may nakita tayo? Sige, si Palits nag-cosplay.
Sabi
Diba?
ko sa'yo,
Oo.
dapat inuna natin ang picture yun.
Nagpa-picture tayo dun sa
Na-
cosplayer na Palits.
I want to go
I
back
plead
a second, to Mike's facial hair. Mike, you should really stick to that look if you want. Kasi
Yeah.
mangyayari parang hindi, para lang kino-cosplay mo si Jazz tsaka si Trix. Para naka-uniform kayo ng facial hair.
Uniform.
Yeah, like you're the older Jazz. I want to say fatter, but that would be wrong. That would be politically incorrect and insensitive.
Politically
I would
incorrect.
and I would never say that.
Alright. So before pa tayo maabot sa things that might cancel us, because we're talking about political figures, we're talking about being politically correct in this shit. Let's start talking about our topic in this G3 Spotlight.
And here we go.
Alright. Yon. Pa-shoutout lang pala sa 41 viewers natin dyan.
Hey,
Guys,
wow.
been like consistently we've been having these much viewers on our live streams, and thank you so much for
That sentence went a totally different way because I thought you were going to say something like, consistently we've been having these motherfuckers watch us.
No, Rene.
Oh.
So thank you
I'd
so
say
much.
that as a term of endearment. Oh.
Ayun. So, and we will have like a dedicated 1-minute portion just to shout out all of you guys later. So, stick around. Isa-shout out kayo ni Captain Mike. So, our topic for today, the topic in question, Doomsday, end of the world, apocalypse, right? So, why do we have this topic? It is a topic basically personally suggested by yours truly. Because again,
you know something we don't.
No, I don't. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not secretly an alien. I'm not secretly an alien, but because it's been talked a lot through the years, through the recent years. We've had movies that came out like just talking about the end of the world, right? We've had Y2K. We've had the end of the world Mayan calendar shit.
Yeah,
We've
2012.
We've had Nostradamus kind of mga pag umabot ng 1 billion views yung video with the galloping horse, which is Gangnam Style, it's the end of the world shit. Like that's like the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in the last few decades, but then it didn't happen, right? All of this are like they were quoting the Bible, so I have to be correct here. They were quoting the Bible. They were quoting today is the end times. The world is gonna end at some point. But how about you guys? Like, why is the end of the world being talked over and over and over again? Let's start with you.
With Nina. Di ako puputol
Yeah.
eh. Kasi,
I'll start with you because most likely you know when it will actually happen.
Met Nostradamus himself, so
nakipag-appear pa ako sa kanya. Yeah. Ang ano ko naman dun, I remember this scared when Nostradamus was saying his prophecies about the end of the world. Parang syempre, there are people who are afraid of anticipating that. Parang yung alam mo, it caused some panic, tapos sasabayan mo pa ng Y2K. Parang yung the Y2K noon, parang it was a virus, parang for someone who's studying computer applications dun sa parang sabi ko, paano to pag umabot ng mismo 2000, di ba? Parang will it cause total chaos? Di na ba ako makakapagtapos ng college ko noon? Parang ganun pa yung iniisip ko noon eh. Kasi, imagine
Yun
mo
yung
if that
concern
were,
mo kung gagraduate ka, hindi yung kung mamamatay ka ba o hindi.
well, kasi ang mga
Priorities, am I right?
Priorities, man.
diba? You gotta get your, at least man lang. Diba? Tapos, syempre, parang, yung my life nung mga time yun revolves around tech and computers. So, paano ko nawala lahat yun? Parang wala may ganun. Parang ganun yung sa akin.
Okay. How about you, Trickster?
Oh, it's for Doomsday stories. I guess it's people's curiosity on what will happen afterwards. Everyone is so obsessed with with Doomsday, like the Earth is dying and whatnot, and what will happen to us humans? You know, the saying like the we will inherit the Earth and such shit. But I suppose people are defiant on their fate and still want to survive. So that's why they're creating stories on what will happen should the world as we know it uh wreak havoc on humanity and such. So there's a lot of takes on that, so that's why it's kind of interesting to see what their what the human race will do in their minds from their stories.
All right. How about you, Rene?
I think it's mostly a guy thing. Because as guys, we tend to.
Exciting.
Oh, wait. Hear me out. Hear me out.
No,
Guys that
All right.
I know.
have a tendency to imagine ourselves in hero situations. Like, what would happen pag may hold up and I'm there? What would happen? What will I do? So it's just that, but it's like times 100 because it's like the end of the world. So I think that's a big part of the fascination. Like we
Like a
tend
superhero
to put ourselves in
complex.
the center. Yeah, we put ourselves in the center of the situation. In our minds, in general, of course, it does. I'm not speaking for everyone, but in general, like we think that it's an us event. Like fucking, like if the world is about to end, what will I do? Like as if we matter that much and we could make a difference. Pero that I think that's a big part of the fascination because like you have all these media, right? Like you have your video games, your movies, and it's usually from the perspective of a normal guy. Like there's very
Yeah.
few, and we'll talk about this later, like the movies and stuff. But there's very few movies that's told from the perspective of actual world leaders. It's always like a
Yeah.
normal guy
Or a
reacting to the world.
scientist, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
A
yeah. But it's
scientist na
never
parang people didn't listen to the scientists and shit. Yeah.
exactly.
All right.
So,
Makes sense.
it's part of a fantasy more than a lot of people kasi assume that it's something that's nihilistic. Okay, we will die.
Mhm.
But I think
Exactly.
deep in our deep in our subconscious, I think it's more of like I will survive. It's just a matter of how. What will I do when faced in a
Okay.
situation like that?
Yeah. I mean, again, just to add to everyone's answers, no, we've been like, I think we've been bombarded like every day of like news on like how the world is gonna end, be it like a zombie apocalypse, be it like a nuclear fallout, be it like global warming, you know, or like a meteor crashing towards Earth, diba? Na ano, like I've seen multiple Facebook pages like Earth's defense something 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 like yung nag
EDF.
parang EDF ba? Hindi, it's not, it's like Earth something something, but it has Earth on it, and it like parang nagbibigay siya ng mga parang radiations and shit, like the radiations na parang ng sun radiation, sunspots,
Yeah.
earthquakes, na parang ganun, like the Hadron Collider na something something, di ba? So very scientific stuff. And then we see Rudy Baldwin, you know, like you know Rudy Baldwin. I think everyone knows Rudy Baldwin. Like the Philippine Nostradamus, like post something like magkakaroon ng bagyo in the Philippines. When did, like, di ba? Parang something like when it did not.
Yeah, we have that
Di ba?
every year, every quarter.
Diba? Yeah, we have that every maybe every month, 'di ba? Parang
Mm.
there will be a season like magkakaroon ng malaking trahedya. Like every day is a tragedy here in
Yeah.
So we keep being bombarded by these like mga end of the world stuff, diba? Now there's a war going on, and then on top of another war going on. So would like World War 3, 4, 3.5 is coming. So yung mga ganong klaseng scenarios, right? But the question in my mind is if the rapture or if the apocalypse is going to happen at a specific date and time, what would happen dun sa mga nasa ibang time zone, right?
Mm.
Like they have to be specific on which time zone it will happen. Like they say December 12 or December 21, 2012, the world will end. Like ano ba, mauuna yung end of the world sa Australia and then late na dun sa sa west coast ng US, di ba? Para may
That's
spoiler
why,
ka na ba? Bawal spoilers end of the world. Di ba?
Yeah, that's how important Twitter will be. Kasi everyone will be glued to Twitter. No? Parang, oy,
Twitter,
wala
like,
na,
oh my
bumagsak na yung
God,
Australia.
bumagsak na Australia. Like, oh my God, like, it's gonna happen in 24 hours, guys. So, something like that.
Hashtag end of the world.
And gagawa pa, so yun nga po, no, for today's video, it's the end of the world. Diba? Parang something for future generations to see.
Ito na yung mga
So,
paparating na meteor
yeah.
shower.
Oh, like, oh
Like,
my God.
imagine Gen Z reacting to the end of the world with a bunch of TikTok dancers.
I'm going to
There's a
die.
meteor barreling towards them in front of the
Yeah.
camera and then they're dancing TikTok dances or whatever. Shit, that's gonna be fun.
Like,
But,
you my little boo thang.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Buti, at least napaka-confident mo staying alive, no? Meteor shower, sabi na. Staying alive.
Okay. All right. So, all right, here's another question. What pop culture reference did you feel that has had an impact on you when it comes to post-apocalyptic experience? All right, I'm gonna start with.
That's hard.
All right, I'm gonna start with the movie 2012, basically. Because here's the thing. I was a little paranoid kid back in the day, and I came from a Catholic school. So when the 2012 movie came out, it was year 2011 because that was like the peak of like parang the peak of the news, the Mayan calendar shit. Parang it ends at 2012, right? So I graduated high school. We watched the movie, and then days leading to that December 21st, 2012, sabi ko, magpapakumpisal kaya ako. Kumpisal ako para clean slate tayo pag nawala tayo sa mundo. That's what I did. I went to a church. As in, like, nagkumpisal ako. And then went back home. I slept. And then, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. It's December 20, 2012. The world might end. Parang ganon. And then, next day came. Nothing happened. I was like, shit.
Did you go back to committing sins? Total, bagong kumpisal ka eh. Clean slate.
Oh, na-reset na yung sin counter mo.
Sin counter, na-set yung ligtas points, ganun ba?
Oo.
So yeah, that was like, that made an impact because people really made a big deal out of that. A song came out of it. News outlets are raving about it, diba? Parang it was all over the place. I think that was the most sensationalized end of the world thing, like so far. So how about you, Trickster? What's like the post-apocalyptic pop culture reference that made an impact? So
That made an impact?
yeah.
I don't know. It's so hard to say because I didn't encounter much post-apocalypse stuff until way later. I guess it would have to be the first one I was exposed to, I suppose, is what was that? Oh yeah, Fist of the North Star. It just
Jesus
it's right.
Yeah, it's post-apocalyptic. Yeah.
Like aside from the whole martial arts thing, it just shows how the human the fucking the human
Wait,
the
you mean
humanity of
the
culture.
anime, right? Like not the live action movie with Mark Dacascos.
hell no, not the
Okay.
movie. Please, no. I've already. You just reminded it to me again. God damn it! What? I've already forgotten about it.
You should watch that.
Son of a bitch. This. I'm not talking about the one where they made the Hulk to Hyakuretsuken super lame. The thing about this is, like, yeah, it's set in the post-apocalypse. It shows how brutal humanity can be when faced with, with survival and stuff. If you can ignore the martial arts thing, it's a bit, can be, the brutality of it is by the humans itself, not aside from the whole martial arts thing.
Okay.
As other than
Uh,
that, it has to be Fallout din, kasi like, it's same thing kasi you're out there trying to survive and you're forced to just help your own tribe to uh, just stay alive with a certain thing, and then you're forced into the conflict of others, and it's up to you to decide whether you want to be involved in them or not. So that's,
okay.
yeah. And I accidentally committed genocide in one, so that's the thing.
Accidentally, no?
Accidentally. All right. Trickster, we
Uh,
believe
I,
you.
I
Don't you?
guess you could say that was accidental racial profiling because
What the?
Ay.
All right, Trickster.
We got you.
If there's someone who has the fascination of like blowing things up, it's gonna be you. You know.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
Noted.
Rene, how about you, Rene?
There's actually two. As you guys know, I watch a lot of movies. There's two movies. First off is it's an old Christian movie called Rapture, which basically just shows what would happen if the rapture happened, and it stuck with me. It's like, to those who don't know, the rapture is an event in Revelations wherein the good people will be taken immediately into heaven, and those who are in the middle will stay on earth and try to survive until judgment can be made, and they'll be taken to either heaven or hell. So it's some form of
Is
purgatory and shit.
I'm sorry. Is
So
that the 90s
um,
movie?
with Jeff Fahey, I guess, as the lead. I don't know. I don't remember. I just watched it in passing. I just stuck. It's one of the things I saw, and then I just finished. And like in my mind, is like, if the rapture happened, I'm gonna be stuck here for a long time.
yeah,
like, like everyone I know will be like either up there or down there. Like, I think God or whoever is up there will be having a hard time deciding kung saan ako ilalagay.
the
So
paperwork
Hey,
would
bro, no.
be hell.
yeah, so that's one. So of course I was very young when that came out. So and this is a surprising fact, but I was a very religious kid when I was young. So the Rapture is one, and the one that had a huge, is Deep Impact.
Ah,
Wait, I've
Deep
heard of
Impact.
that one.
the
Yeah,
comment.
Deep
Deep
Impact.
Impact.
The comment.
Deep Impact had a huge, pun intended, impact
Impact.
on me because it came out the same year as Armageddon, and
Oh,
I watched Armageddon
Mm.
the one
first.
with Bruce
Armageddon is
Willis.
so both movies are about huge ass meteorites about to hit the Earth. Armageddon though was very like fucking heroes like Ben Affleck goes up to space and stops the
Oil
meteorite.
rigs.
Yes, Deep Impact is different because I alluded to this when we started the episode. It's actually told in the perspective of several people. So you have
Mm.
a meteorite coming. So President Morgan Freeman, he assembled a team to address the meteorite situation. But you have characters like Elijah Wood, who just wanted to spend one more day with his girlfriend before the world ends. And so it's a perspective of a lot of different people reacting. It's basically just that they're reacting to the news that even though they will try to stop the meteor, it's almost an inevitability that they will die. And not to spoil the thing, the meteor does hit. So
Like half of it or a portion of it, right?
yeah, yeah. So
Because like
people
the
still died.
space people fucked up,
Yeah,
blown fucked
yeah, yeah.
blown
Like they managed to split the meteor into like a smaller
into
chunk. But it's
Naging shotgun tuloy.
it came out in 1998. I remember this very clearly because I was 16, and when you're 16, you don't really think about a lot of things beyond yourself. When I saw this movie, like it made me think afterwards. Like, if that happens, what do I do? Like, who do I spend time with? How do I spend my final moments? Because I mean, I was a fucking drunk teenager, so there's no way I could, possibly do anything about the disaster, aside from just accepting it and coping with it. So it's just a touching. It was one of my early exposures to humanity in general. As a sheltered kid, I don't really. So Deep Impact. To the people watching this, if you haven't seen this, it's a huge recommendation for me. It's something. If you've seen it, watch it again. It's on Netflix. It's a very touching story.
All right.
It will remind you of your mortality.
Yes, in a good way.
All right. So, okay. We got Deep Impact. And yeah. So, Mike, after surviving the meteor that killed the dinosaurs and the flood in Noah's Ark,
Nakailang apocalypse ka na ba, Mike?
like what's the
Marami na.
post-apocalyptic event that made an impact on, and how did you survive? Joke lang.
No.
Ako, I'm sure to those who follow my page know this, to my close friends know this, then it's Tom Clancy's The Division.
Oh,
Mm.
I love that game.
The game,
What a
parang ano
nerd.
to eh. So, yeah, I know. So, ano to, ang nangyari kasi dito, there's the psycho who placed a virus sa $1 bill, tapos it was Black Friday when it happened. So, ano yun? Tapos pinakalat yan yung mga $1 bill, tapos nagkanda pasa-pasa na. Tapos, ang nangyari dun is, so sobrang nagkaroon ng chaos, nakawala yung mga preso dun sa Manhattan Island, they had to close the entire island. So they had this, directive, Directive 51, na enabling all sleeper agents, kung tawagin nila, like yung mga hindi mo kakilala, yung pala, mga sleeper agents pala yung mga yan, bigla na lang silang ma-activate and then protect the country from further harm, as you can see in the trailer below. Tapos yun yan, natawa nga ako kasi I was talking to Jess about it like a few months back. When the pandemic happened, it had this vibe. Diba?
Were
So
you
parang-
getting ready? Like, were you collecting guns na at that point?
Hindi. Pero alam mo yung doon ko lang na-realize na when order is broken, talagang makikita mo kung yung dalawang klase ng tao is just plainly good or bad. Yun lang yun. So,
Alright.
and yun yung, kaya ko siya pinili.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I also love the Division series. Ever since like the first trailer for the first Division game went out, I took it upon myself that I must have this game. Parang ganun, di ba? So, yeah.
Wait, can I
That's-
share a quick story about Mike and the Division?
All right.
Because this is one of the first interactions I've had with Mike. So we were doing a call one-on-one before. I think it was either before an episode or before a meeting. So kaming dalawa lang nasa meeting. And I mentioned how I love Ubisoft games because I'm a big fan of Ghost Recon. And so he was like, oh, you should try the Division. Ganyan. So ako naman, parang, he described the game. So ako, okay, sige. Like, it sounds nice. It sounds fun. And then he just kept on going. He just kept on saying what happens to the point na sinabi na niya yung ending ng first game, and then he started talking about the Division 2. So utak ko, tangina, wag na. Kinuwento mo.
Wala nang thrill.
Oh, spoil mo na lahat. Wag na. That's why I haven't bought the game yet. It's because of Mike. So,
Oh shit, Mike! Come on, dude. Way to spoil someone.
it's
Wait
like
to
a
spoil
reverse. It's a reverse promotion.
Yeah,
Alright,
like the
so-
time he was fucking like in the last episode, in a previous episode where he was promoting an anime and started talking about erectile dysfunction.
And
Yeah.
then boom, out. No.
Oh.
Spoiled
Salesman
like
of the year.
reverse. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we've had a lot of suggestions. We've had a lot of like we've got Division, we've got Fist of the North Star, we've got Day After Tomorrow and Armageddon. So there are types of what do you call this? Pop culture stuff when it comes to like post-apocalyptic and the doomsday media, right? We have like themes or scenes that like before apocalypse, we've got during apocalypse things, and of course we got after apocalypse things like Fallout,
Right.
right?
Oo.
We're gonna talk about that, but first we're gonna take a little icebreaker. I'm gonna pass it on to Mike for our 1 minute pabati, for the 1 minute pabati portion.
Ayan.
go.
Let's go, people. So, we will start off with pa-scroll up tayo ng mahaba-haba dito, ha? I love this. Okay. Hold on.
It sounds so creepy.
Shh, quiet. Sabi ni Stanley dito, Friday is Friday. Hello sa mga viewers. Don't forget to like and follow our page for podcast gaming news and nerdy stuff. And check out our social media page for more details. It's in the pinned comment. Thank you, Stanley, as always. Sabi ni Martin dito, happy 9-9. Sabi ni Captain, may puto correction namin. Bilis-bilis, bibigla, babagal. I-check mo yan dun sa page ko. Tulungan kita dyan. Later, nagtatampo yung isa, naubusan daw siya ng raisins. Why? Tapos nanalo daw siya dun sa giveaway na
Yeah,
nakuha
she
ni
won
Taz.
the raffle.
Tapos si Lee, I plead the fifth. Pabuti, document natin yun dyan. Sabi ni Stanley, hello, Tita Len.
Hello,
Tapos sabi ni Len din, hello, Stanley. Sabi ni Lee, after surviving the flood and comic fight, how do you see the next world-ending event? Ko ako yan, EMP.
Oh.
Let's go 50 viewers. Sa mga 35 viewers, ito may sinabi dito si Lee. Imagine the end of the world tapos nag-post pa sa FB. Uy guys, end of the world na, keep safe.
Keep safe. Or
Tapos-
Twitter, right?
Ayan, parang lindol lang.
Oh, para lindol, ganun. Keep safe.
Naramdaman niyo ba yun, guys?
Ito, si Chino, who's currently recovering, and maganda daw Team Impact, that ending scene. You haven't seen it? Go watch it.
Definitely. Watch it, please.
The Core
Oh,
naman,
yeah,
ang
the
sabi
core.
ni Raymond.
Dang,
The
dude.
Core. I recently
Yun ang
watched that on
iniisip
Netflix.
ko.
The Core.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the core.
2012, the day
Wow, I
after
forgot about that.
tomorrow. And yun nga, sinasabi nila, always panalo daw for him ang end of the world ng movies. Ito na. Ito rin mga
Everyone
panibad.
dies.
Kamusta na ang unang pagguho ng mundo, Mike? Look what
Oh.
happened to us. Ayan na. Kita mo na invento ang
actually,
CFO.
Yeah, para kay Mike, this is a post-apocalyptic world because he's survived one already.
He's the one who repopulated the earth, guys. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Mongol ka pala eh.
Sana ko
Mongoloid ka pala eh.
Sana ko nagstay dun sa Maria Makili. Cap, sis makakasurvive ka sa plug, ibig si marunong ka lumungoy, hindi marunong akong malunod. Sabi ni Chino rin, nung naparod ni Mike yung unang Jurassic Park, reaction niya, been there, done that.
Tawa lang, oh.
Tapos, sabi niya, bakit bulol si Cap? Pangit lang yung headset mo, palitan mo yan. Ito, Razer Go. Razer headset.
Yeah.
Siyempre, si Harem, sabi niya, magandang gabi, boys.
Hey, Harem.
Far Cry.
Far
Sabi
Cry.
niya, like this epic puro movie, mga end of the world. And siyempre, hindi lang to movies. We'll dive into that later. And of course, sabi ni Chino, si Mike ang tunay na
Father
Father
Abraham.
nag-ahit to confirm it.
Ang unang basa ko siya yung father ni Abraham.
Oh, shit. Like, you made it 10 times worse, Rene.
Hira to.
Oh my God.
Sige na, tuloy mo lang
Thank
ngayon,
you, thank you so much. And sabi ni Lee dito sa GC, umabot na tayo ng 51 viewers. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Keep
Hi,
the
guys.
comments coming. Keep answering our daily or our question for the episode. So maraming salamat. But let's continue our icebreaker with our first Sega news for the week. sa mga nag-aantay ng sale from our partner Sega, Sega Halloween sale is now underway. Discounts for up to 90% off on titles such as Yakuza Like a Dragon and Sonic Frontiers are included in the lineup. So the Sega Halloween sale is available at the PlayStation Store for a limited time. Select PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 titles will be available at bargain prices. So reminders lang, this is only for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. In celebration of Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, the newest installment to the series releasing on November 9, Like a Dragon will be discounted by 66%. Other titles include Sonic Frontiers, which received a massive free update called The Final Horizon at the end of September, including new storylines and playable characters, and of course, Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life, a vibrant remake of the title originally released in Japan in 2003. Persona 5 Royal Remastered, an acclaimed title with over 40 DLCs, is also on sale. So if you want to learn more about the Sega sale, check out their website or on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 store. So the sale will last until November 17, 2023. So aabot kayo ng long weekend and a few more weekends after that. You have all the time in the world to play. So yeah, why not try out yung sale, yung mga games on sale for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Yon!
Yung mga hindi
Yan.
lalabas ng bahay for the long weekend. Yeah,
For the long weekend. Perfect. Perfect na perfect. Play Persona 5 Royal. It will take most of your long weekend. I tell you.
Yeah. Hindi
Yeah,
lang.
I'll
Ang
tell you
ano
right
na
now.
yan. Abot ng Christmas yan. Persona 5 Royal.
True. All right. So let's discuss our next part of topic. Let's talk about post-apocalyptic themes or doomsday topics in gaming. And so for the panel, ano yung mga video games? So favorite video games that talk about post-apocalyptic stuff and of course doomsday. And I have two in my mind. Let me just start this off. Number one, Left 4 Dead. First and second Left 4 Dead, it's like the very most, I think, the most iconic zombie shooter out there. I think it hasn't been dethroned yet. I know Back 4 Blood was released a few years back, but I think that
Shite.
Left 4 Dead is like the top tier like zombie shooter game,
Yeah.
like a multiplayer zombie shooting game I've ever played. And
Agreed.
this is like the first game I played with Lala. Hindi pa kami magjowa, like hindi pa nga we're not even friends at that point. Like nakisali lang ako sa ano nila, sa ano tawag dito, sa game nila. No, so I really love Left 4 Dead. Next would be, I think na-mention dito, Far Cry, but Far Cry New Dawn. So that was like
New Dawn.
technically the ano ba the epilogue for fifth Far Cry.
For Far Cry 5.
Na yung bad ending. 'Di ba yung parang nahulog yung, I mean the actual ending, or I don't know if that's a good ending or the bad ending, but yeah, that's like
Depends
the
on
canon
where you
ending.
sit. Oh.
Yeah. 'Di ba? Parang kasi the other ending was like at the very beginning of the game where you just, did not give a shit and then left. Yun yung isang ending eh. So that was like after the nuclear fallout where a new breed of people or a new set of people are, leading the charge, or may bago ng kalaban. So that game also nilaro din namin ni Lala, which is I love pretty much. Ayan. So how about you? Aside from The Division, Mike, ano yung sa'yo? The video game.
Sa akin, it's yung first na post-apocalyptic game na nilaro ko, it's Fallout 2.
Fallout 2?
Oo,
Is it 2?
kasi
Teka.
yung 2 in specific kasi is the story evolves about yung guy na parang tribal guy na he's supposed to go out and retrieve this Garden of Eden creation kit or get. Tapos he has to go to the wildlands, interact with people, ganyan. So parang in his adventure in going to the uh, through the wasteland, mutants, ghouls, yung mga rebels and whatnot. So he was able to discover everything dun sa ano.
Mike, like, am I the only one hearing
No,
not hearing
I
Mike?
can't hear him.
No, I can't hear him as well.
Chubby
Napuputol-putol
ka,
ka, Mike.
Nagsasabi ako. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So let's
Yan,
do that
yan.
again.
Okay na. Alright.
Fallout 2 is my choice kasi yan yung first post-apocalyptic game na nilaro ko, hindi yung na-encounter ko. Nagre-react na naman tong mga to eh. Hindi. Comments. So, tapos, you get to discover, this tribal guy was out to discover the Garden of Eden creation kit para ma-survive yung village niya. So, he has to go to the wasteland na impacted ng nuclear war. So, he has to meet different types of people from ghouls to mutants and everything. Which is yan, yung Garden of Eden creation kit. Para to encounter the new world you've been waiting for. So, yun. So, yun yung para sa akin.
How about you, Trickster?
What was the question again? Hold on.
A video game na post-apocalyptic that you really love the most or you spent a long time playing.
This I'm only answering this because I was influenced by my brother. Is despite the entire jankiness of it and it still being in goddamn alpha, I'd like to say 7 Days to Die is actually still pretty enjoyable despite the problems it
Yeah.
has. Like, not to mention, like, you can't just bunker in. You have to keep shoring up your defenses every time a horde comes. Aside from that, you have to keep exploring to find more. What's that again? More opportunities for
supplies,
food,
yeah.
more supplies,
Yeah.
food, and stuff. So you have to. So you can't just stay in one place like me when in real life. So you have to go out and look for actual food and supplies to make sure your home is properly defended.
Because these are the types like zombies actually break like iron bars or something.
And zombie fucking birds just keep smashing their heads into the wall until it breaks.
That's crazy. And so, how about you, Rene?
First off, I'm surprised. Not really, but I'm surprised that Trickster did not say Metal Gear Survive. Because I just wanted to see him like freak out.
You're
No,
pressing the
okay.
wrong buttons.
Like,
Today.
here's the thing. Like, I don't mind the concept. It's shit. But the execution is shit. But I don't mind
There
that
you
they
go.
were trying. Okay.
See? That's why people watch the show. But my pick, my favorite one of all the post-apocalyptic things. This game I actually finished 3 times already. The latest one is just this year. It's Days Gone. I know it's not the best
Days
game out there.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I love. Story is a big part for me to like a game, and the story is really great. So, like, the world ended. There's a bunch of zombies, but essentially, it's a story of a guy that lost his soulmate and found out that she's alive. So it becomes a story of hope. I mean, he's actually
I went
counting
to
the
hell
days.
and back.
Yeah, counting the days since he last was with Sarah. But it's also very logical for me. Everything, like, if a zombie apocalypse happens, these are the type of people that would survive. Like people in the country with their
bikers,
guns
yeah.
and
Like
bikers.
Bikers.
The choice of transportation, like the motorcycle, is the most
Motorcycles,
practical way of traversing
Moving
the
around.
wasteland. The characters are engaging, and it does make sense. Everyone would put up camps. That's what they would do, and it's not like when this happens. Yes, the government is still running things from behind
Someone
the
makes a
scenes.
cult and shit.
Yeah, a cult worshiping the fucking zombies because there's always going to be crazies around. But Days Gone is a very complete look at a post-apocalyptic world. And yeah, when your character has the logical skills needed to survive a world like that. So it's not, even though it's a fantastic world, it's not a huge leap of logic. So I got really immersed in Days Gone, and yeah, the fact that we even have to like look for gas is an added
Yeah, added
an added
bonus.
immersion thing. Yeah, because I like imagine you have the horde and then your bike is out of gas. So it's, even though it's something that's again a fantastic scenario, it's something that people can relate to. Like it's the shit
Yeah.
you can imagine. Like paano pag nawalan akong gas, ganyan. So yeah, Days Gone is it's a very fun game. I know when it came out, people kind of shat on it, especially since it was so close to the release of Last of Us. But Days Gone is
Uh,
something that yeah, Days Gone is my thing. It's my
All right.
jam.
Can I add
So
Can I add
okay.
one more game to my repertoire? I forgot because has to be a Dead Rising for me aside from 7 Days to Die.
Oh,
Because
Dead
Dead
Rising.
Rising is
Which
basically
one?
an
The first
homage
one?
to the George Romero.
is it like the first
I,
one?
I like
The
I like both, but I'm leaning more towards to the first one because you are a reporter who has journalistic integrity, who's trying to report on the things happening. And aside from the zombies, that's fucking up the place. You also get to play not like you also get to fight the actual humans who are affected by this. Those whose minds been broken and are actually having Nam flashbacks to like there was one, yeah. There is a guy who actually has Nam flashbacks and you have to take him down because
uh,
he saw his granddaughter get eaten by zombies.
oh shit! It was like yeah, it's like a. Most of us actually suggested like zombie games, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Mhm.
but like one particular zombie game that I really was confused because actually I did not even like suggest or like mention Resident Evil, despite being like a zombie game, right, is not a post-apocalyptic game.
It's not because it's
Not
always
like
Oh, like
self-contained.
it's contained
yeah,
in a specific area, and it doesn't even like go out of its way to like the like what you call zombie apocalypse spread across
yeah.
the world.
Mhm.
Oh,
We have one that's basically in a city. We
and
have
they
one
nuke that city.
that nuke that city. We have one that's particularly in a single mansion, di ba? So it's
Yeah.
like world. It's not a world-ending threat.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah,
And
and
meron man
and
everything
the
ako.
only
just goes
time
back to normal afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the only time it ever actually blew up into a world crisis thing, it actually ended in a few days immediately, which is Resident Evil 6.
6. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It ended in 6. Or like, the parang no, small contained area. Like okay, like the rest of the world is fine. We don't
Mm.
give a shit about Raccoon
Yeah.
City.
Plus,
Yeah,
by
look
the
the
time Resident
Templars.
Evil 6 came out, like you would assume that all of the characters in the game are already ready. So even if it's spread like all over the world, like oh, like not our
Yeah.
first time fighting zombies,
Yeah.
so fuck that, like, bang bang. So it's so there's no fear of like huge danger because your characters are
Yeah, but
already
they still
equipped
fuck
to
up their
like
jobs though. Yeah.
Yeah, even
well
like here's the
for
thing.
sure.
What I did not get. The random soldiers, right? Like in every single Resident Evil game, they know zombies exist. But
Yeah.
like the moment they see guy bloodied, bloodshot eyes, like jaws falling out, it's like, "Are you okay, sir? Are you okay? Like, is there
It,
anything I can do to help?"
I
it's
mean, to
just
be
a
fair
flesh
with
wound.
to be fair with Leon in Resident Evil 6, right? His job is to protect the president, but the president was slowly showing symptoms. So what do? Do you fucking kill the president or still continue your ano? So, and technically, he's still the president. He's still alive, kind of, but
Mhm.
I know. It's
Oh, that's
crazy. And
like
then
I've mentioned Resident Evil 4 a lot because it's one of my favorite games of all time.
yeah.
But that is one, to add to Jazz's point, that is one gripe that I had because Leon survived the second game, so he knows that zombies are around,
The fourth
and
game,
then
yeah.
yeah, he lands on
he
that fucking
he
small
had extra
country in
training.
Resident. Yeah, so he
He
gets
actually
on
had
Resident
extra
Evil
training at that time.
4 he still didn't know how to react to these villagers mobbing him. Like, you've seen
Now,
worse, my friend.
now,
Like, this is
now,
not.
to be fair, he had no,
They look
he didn't
normal
need
people.
to assume. He didn't need to assume they were zombies. When you check out the guy you fucking roundhouse
The
kick
kill.
to the
Uh-huh.
face, yeah, you can actually examine him and says he's not a zombie. Fair
Hmm.
point. Fine. Do I fucking
Yeah,
kill these people? That's
but
trying
you see,
that just crucified
hmm?
my police my
Uh-huh.
police
Police
escort.
friend.
Like his reaction, like he saw a guy on a rooftop tossing axes at him, and his basic reaction is like something fishy is going on. Like, no shit, Leon.
Yeah. Yeah, like yeah, cause, you know.
Uh,
At
Alright.
ito nga, the comments are
Ah.
just popping up. Ang dami rin pala nagko-comment dito. I wanna hear itong si Rene at saka to si Trickster about this particular comment. Jack,
Oh
you jumped
shit.
into a post-apocalyptic future,
God.
wake up yourself pumped up and you're full of alien gods,
Alien
monkeys,
gods.
to turn to a
Yes.
zombie yourself.
He's
I've
not
never played
wrong.
that. I know of the game, but I've never played it.
That's actually what happens in Jack 2. That's why we have Dark Jack. It's
And-
fucking weird, but it's still fun. So I
You know,
suppose can you even count it as post-apocalypse when all that happened was just parang industrial things just happened? Kasi you woke up and it's Sunday city and you have to fend for yourself on the streets. Like some kind of ghetto hobo.
But-
The shit.
But was it a worldwide thing, or? Because if
Yeah,
it
was
was
it-
I
happening
think
in
so,
that
yeah.
world, then that's like an apocalypse event. I guess.
Post-apocalypse. Yeah.
You just woke up suddenly. What the fuck happened?
I think it has to include people dying to like,
Yeah,
like
like
a
on a mass
Doomsday
scale,
era,
right?
en
Yeah.
masse.
Oh, kasi you just went into a deep sleep. Sunday, you found yourself in a you're
different.
like it's like you got Jumanji or Futurama.
Yeah.
Ganon. It's like that.
Okay, then I guess that it says here then Katamari Damacy is also out of Talo.
Yes.
Oh,
my
God!
God,
I don't want to
But
incriminate
you're
my
the one
friend.
who's
But one of my
causing the world.
yeah,
Parang ganun.
one of my best friends loves that game because he plays that game only when he's stoned. He just plays that.
Oh well,
Uh,
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. That shit
Yeah.
is
I
fun,
get it. Yeah.
even if
Yeah.
you're high as shit or not.
Okay.
I
Okay.
never got the game. Like, it's it's a little over my weird line now. Like, it's way beyond the weird line for me.
All right.
But
So, yeah, let's
despite
talk
it
about,
being
like,
weird, there's
more.
still logic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So let's talk about like more titles. Like one of the industry defining and pop culture defining video games wasn't even mentioned by at least one of us. The Last of Us.
Oh
The
yeah.
Last of Us series, right? It defined a genre of like video games. It defined the genre of actual media. So, meron ba like, do you think, ano ba tawag dito? Like the framework for The Last of Us was copied from some other form of media? Or like The Last of Us is like a thing of itself na parang parang
Well, for that, I don't think it's a thing of itself, but it is a combination of very distinct parts of pop culture. Like, again, it aside from the things you mentioned, Jazz, it also revived the survival horror genre for me,
Yeah.
like in the modern age, because games like this, basically, like the first couple of Resident Evil games were survival horror before it turned into pure action. And Last of Us, like, it came back to it went back to that. You have this guy with minimal resources facing this entire world. But what year did this come out?
2013,
2013. The first
around
Oh,
one,
that.
yeah, 13.
Yeah, so
The last legs of
2013,
the
we've already
PlayStation
had
3.
we've already had at that point a shitload of zombie movies. The Walking Dead was on, so
Yeah,
you could
that's right.
see that
Telltale.
it took a lot of influences from those pieces of media, because the storytelling, the setting, even the cinematic scenes. Especially, I love the one where they stumble into this garden within a building, and there's like a giraffe. That's very cinematic, and you can tell that it takes a lot of cues from popular zombie media while still delivering something that's fresh and original. So, to answer your question, it's not a thing of its own, but it takes the best parts of several pieces of media and then
Of
creates
several
this
pieces, yeah.
really, yeah.
It makes
So that's
sense.
my
Yeah.
stance on it. Yeah.
All right. So yeah. Any more like? Is there any more what tawag dito, video games that defined like post-apocalyptic stuff?
There, there is one, but for all the wrong reasons.
For okay,
Sige,
why?
say it.
For all the wrong reasons,
Surprise.
why?
Mm.
Death Stranding.
Oh,
That's trending. Yeah.
So basically, the world is fucked up. Everything ages fast, right? Like if the time reign, and
yeah.
so of course, people, you are interested in this world. Like, yeah, what the fuck is happening? This? Why is there a baby in? No
It's
one,
a
no one got
babysitting
what the fuck.
simulator.
No one got the fuck what was until people played it. It's basically just you're an Uber Eats guy delivering packages throughout the post-apocalypse. And Kojima's vision for this is while ambitious, is a bit short-sighted because the main draw of the game is people working together for to be able to get through the destroyed world much easier. If you play it now, you can just get there fast because people have made actual roads, and it lessens the impact of the post-apocalypse since
Oh, the
everyone
struggle. Dapat.
everyone has already made functional roads, zip lines. That way you can't damage the goods that you're supposed to deliver. When it came out, it was still a bit problematic because you still have to find a way to get to your destination
Others, yeah.
unharmed. Uh, Nowadays, however, it's a bit easier now, unless you decide to play it offline, which is not the intended way to play.
Mm. And then yeah,
So
Norman Reedus, like
yeah,
easy pull.
Mhm.
it's more societal and not focused on the post-apocalypse na setting.
Well, at least like people are helping each other in this game, or something like
Yeah,
that.
something you can't
Did
see
you
in
guys?
MGS5.
Of course. But did you guys actually finish this game?
I haven't even played this game.
I haven't
I
even
didn't
played it.
even know the multiplayer aspect of like working together and like
It's
stuff
like
like that.
the multiplayer aspect is like if you took the messages from Dark Souls and made it into actual items. That's it. That's the multiplayer
Mm.
aspect of it.
That's interesting.
All right. Okay. So yeah, that's about it for like video game post-apocalyptic doomsday scenarios and themes. But before we proceed to like anime series and movies, here's a segue to our partner sponsor break brought to us by Sec. Okay, so like a dragon, Infinite Wealth brand new trailer is unveiled at the
Oh yes,
Xbox Partner Review,
I like
where
this. This
you
is
get
hilarious.
to build a first-class resort in a new minigame, Dondoko Island in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Now this I want to see.
Oh, you will fucking laugh.
Yeah!
It's the
This is
dumbest
like-
shit.
This
But
is
it
like
works.
the beach episode for every single anime,
Yeah. Ganun yung vibe nito.
Yeah! Dolphin!
He's
Yes,
going to
and
the island of the dolphin. That's fucking.
insane.
Crazy.
It's insane. That
Too many street punks getting you down? Time
my
for the
God.
getaway you deserve?
Behold, Jazz.
Dondoko Island is the destination for you.
Tell me what you think after seeing this. Tell me what you think about it after seeing this.
Welcome to your vacation within a vacation, where a cozy DIY lifestyle awaits.
What
Gather
does this
materials
remind
from
you,
your
Jazz?
surroundings. Buy unique furniture
It's gonna be another
or
farming
simply
simulator.
craft it yourself.
No, not a farming sim. Not a farming sim.
Hold on. Pakita natin kita.
Does this look like, Jazz?
And watch as your dream home unfolds. Just the way you
Get a
like.
tiger?
What type does it be?
In fact,
Yes.
you can customize the whole island.
Oh,
to
this
your
game
heart's
is
content.
sitting built and shit. Oh shit!
Make friends with memorable characters.
Yes, and you can invite them into your island.
Do they do stuff? You know?
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
build your own
I mean, I'm gonna-
neighborhood.
Develop your
I'm
island
gonna
to
play this
accommodate all
game for
kinds of
this
tourists
mini game.
and give them the time of their lives.
Oh my god.
Oh shit!
That old woman has been in 8 games for now. She's still
Fucking
alive.
franchise, man.
Beware of
She's
certain
30
uninvited
years.
guests. You'll have to beat some sense into them to preserve your island kingdom.
Oh yeah, protect the island.
Explore nature.
Oh god, I'm swimming.
Build infrastructure.
I was laughing my ass off when I saw this
Interact with
trailer.
others.
God.
And develop your own resort island your way.
I love this. I love this mini game. I love this. God dang. Glad like I did not read the script and just watch the whole thing because like I enjoyed that. Ah,
You can't get a Switch? Get this on PC instead.
get this on PC, guys. All right, we will
Yeah.
get that on PC. Let's ask Sega to get this on
Wait.
PC.
Speaking of that, Sega
Yeah.
in advance, thank you. Yan ang sasabihin ko dyan.
Thank
I-
you in
I
advance,
love-
Sega.
I love that we advertise this on like the episode that we're talking about Doomsday and the end of the road. Then we show this. It's huge
Like
contrast.
perfect segue. Yeah. Like
We
perfect
must-
segue.
We have to rebuild what was destroyed.
This was destroyed.
In
Wait,
the
so you
theme
know-
of Yakuza, I will take it.
So you can play that mini game and you don't have to finish the story because
You finish the story.
You don't
yeah.
have to. Yeah.
Oh, good.
You don't have to.
I've,
I
I've
think I
made my
want to-
feelings known about the story of those games, right? But this looks like something I could
Yeah,
do.
I will play that mini game for its by itself. You know, I don't give a shit
Yeah.
about Infinite Wealth. I don't give a shit about the main guy having the C word. So
Sa-
yeah,
sana may online version pa to, no? Saya siguro nito.
like
Pagka may online
visit
version.
mo yung island ng friends.
Visit mo yung
mo.
island ni,
Oo.
halimbawa ni Rene o kaya ni Jazz.
Oh. I like how in the trailer the voiceover goes explore nature and the guy says running. Like, that's not how you explore nature.
I'm super excited. I'm gonna get the beetle. I'm excited.
Then like unwanted visitors and like put some sense into them and shit.
You can't evict us. This is my private island.
And then they were like, I think they were like legit contractors wearing like engineer
Yeah,
helmets,
naka-jumper
like,
pa.
trying to do stuff on the island, and like you're just kicking them out.
Get off my property. Yep, yep,
Oh yeah,
yep.
yeah.
I like how there's just two mascots following you around.
Okay.
Ano talaga?
All right. That was like fun. That was just like a good segue. That's a fun segue for our next part of the topic. Or before we proceed to the next topic, right?
Excuse me.
Let's talk about the last thing we've talked about was zombies in like post-apocalyptic media, video games and media, right? And I think I've seen one particular post that there was this Korean zombie movie, right? I don't know, ano ba yung zombie movie na pinanood natin na K-drama something?
Kingdom?
Ano ba yung zombie detective?
No. Yung sa
Train to
school
Busan?
sila, yung sa school sila.
Shit.
Ano yun?
All of Us Are Dead.
Yeah, all of us are dead, right? So I found this
Yeah.
very particular post online that the zombies in All of Us Are Dead are the most dangerous ones in all of media, which
Really?
I
Why?
call bullshit, right?
Why?
'Cause
Why?
they're
Why is that?
claiming- I don't know. They're claiming that the zombies there are the most dangerous ones. Like all
Do they have
zombies,
guns?
like zombies are dangerous, right? But I call bullshit of calling them the most dangerous zombies in all of media. Because for me, here's the thing. All right, for me, the most dangerous zombies in all of media are zombies from Resident Evil 6. You won't
No.
expect a zombie to shoot you back with guns. All right?
Mhm.
Yeah, you're right.
So like, para sa inyo, like what's the zombies in media that you won't fuck around?
Well, I'm just gonna go first, okay, if it's okay.
Yeah.
Of course, there's the zombies from 28 Days Later.
The rage virus.
Yeah, because I believe if it's not the first, at the very least, it's the first time I've seen zombies run. Because back then it was just hobbling zombies. But then I watched it in the theater when I saw. I said they never showed that in the trailer. So you watch, and then for the first time they show a zombie horde and they're all running. So for the first time, that seems. Obviously that's pretty dangerous because one advantage of humans over zombies is that we can move very, quickly and with purpose. But running zombies, that's just fucked up. And I don't know if you've watched Land of the Dead,
Oh
but
yes, yeah, I watched it.
because the zombies can actually communicate with one another and can plan.
Mm.
They can. I don't know. There's a lot of zombies a lot of the newer stuff have like basically made zombies even more dangerous. But for me, Land of the Dead, because they communicate, they have like again,
They have sentience.
yeah. So they're no longer mindless beasts. So there's that for me. That's
All right,
I mean, of course, a gun is scary, but a smart zombie scarier.
it's way scary.
Fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, siguro sa akin, it's not.
The same, like yeah.
Probably they're not a bunch of smart zombies, pero they're a huge amount of zombies sa Train to Busan.
Train to Busan. They were
Like the
also running.
numbers will get you. Yeah.
Talagang they
Okay.
will run. Talagang yung yung mga jump scares dun, yung mga bigla na lang sila natatakbuhan, tapos you'll, yun sa akin siguro yun siguro yung mas nakakatakot sa akin. And that's just me.
It's a good example too because Train to Busan is a Doomsday movie, and then the sequel Peninsula is a post-apocalyptic
A
movie.
post-apocalyptic movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you see,
Perfect. Yeah. All right. Trix, how about you?
That's hard to say because yeah, sentient zombies are fucking scary as shit. They can just ambush you, whatever. I'd have to say because the Left 4 Dead zombies, because if you're not the protagonists, right, the 8 people who are fighting for their lives, what they don't tell you in the game is they're not the only reason they're immune is because they're beacons, they're carriers. If you're not a zombie already, you will be infected if there's some nearby. You don't even have to be bitten. zombified.
That's a good point.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's like you don't know that you're one of them already. You're already turning. You don't know.
You just don't know.
Oh.
Oh.
And
Ganun din daw,
the worst
yung
part
pagiging
and the
jeje
worst,
mo. Hindi mo alam na jeje mo ka.
and the worst part is you're still not immune to the other zombies rage. They can still kill you on their own. Like
Mm,
special infected, or just they're just randomly angry at you. They just start beating on you talaga.
okay.
They don't
I have a
discriminate
question for
even.
Left of. I have a question about that game in Left 4 Dead because I played it a bunch, pero not I never finished it because it was mostly a co-op thing for me, just me and my friends shooting
Yes.
dead people. Why were they? Why were there different types of zombies? Like, what is the witch? What is that?
I haven't
It's
read the
basic.
because it was explained in the comics. That I did not
Yeah.
read.
Mm,
Yeah,
It's basically
okay.
mutations of what they were doing before they were
before, yeah.
like say the
Okay.
boomer is just fucking fat, right?
Yeah, the Charger. You know what the Charger was doing before he became a zombie.
Or something
So
like
yeah,
that, yeah. Uh-oh.
Wait, what did the charger do?
he has a really huge right arm, right? So you know
Ah,
what
I'm
he's
sig-
doing. Yeah.
I'm siguro ano, it's a failed
charger
mutation of
ako,
the
charger
tank.
ako.
So it's just
Yeah.
If I become a zombie charger ako, what about you guys?
it's Peter.
I'd probably be a smoker
Peter.
for some reason. I'll be a smoker. Yeah. Si Mike ito hunter to si Mike.
Hindi.
Ano ka?
Um,
Charger din.
Di.
Charger pero dalawang kamay.
Hoy, hoy. Yung ano, sino nga ba to? Yung boomer.
Boomer.
Ah.
Right.
Come on, you're not that fat.
Yeah, you're not that fat. You fit
I
to be a
will
charger with both
bigyan
hands.
bitin.
Mm.
Dimbal.
Okay. Alright. So let's talk about Doomsday and post-apocalyptic events or themes in movies and anime series. That like tuyo tumatak sa inyo or like your most favorite one. So I'm gonna start Dawn of the Dead because I love how dumb the main characters are. Stupid ass shit. This group of people, right? They are confined in a mall, a huge ass mall. They're safe and
Uh-huh.
sound there. They have a lot of supplies, you know, and they decided to get the fuck out of the mall and then into their utter doom. And
Mhm.
most of them died, right? Like what the fuck is in their minds? The umalis sila sa mall. Mall
Oh.
has a lot of shit, all right. Grocery, it has food. Probably it has a hardware that has like I don't know
Yeah,
gardening
for
soil
weapons,
and
yeah.
seeds and weapons.
And
They could have
ano,
survived a few more years.
and they left way before supplies ran out. Because if
Diba?
supplies ran out,
Like,
you would get why they would leave. But they
yeah, you
just
would get
fucking
by the
after a week or two, tara, alis tayo.
I said, "Ay, let's bounce. Let's like ano ba tawag dito? Like let's fortify these bands and then just get skedaddle out of here." So like I love it for the fact that they're just too stupid.
Wait,
Really sad.
just to correct you on one point. Most of them did not die. All of them died.
All of
Because
them died.
All of them
right?
died, especially
yeah.
the
yeah, in the middle of the credit
Okay.
scene, they were on the boat, fucking zombies.
Ah, yeah, they're on the
Uh,
boat. Yeah,
so
all right.
they're all dead,
I think I
all of
did
them.
not watch like the credit scene.
Uh-huh.
Like nakita ko
So,
lang yung mga like some guy sacrificed himself para makatakas yung iba on the boat,
yeah,
and then like I thought it was the end. So everyone else died. See, like that's how
yeah.
fucking stupid it is. So yeah, that's like like on the top of my list. Like one of like for me one of like the best because everyone else
Mhm.
is stupid. All right, let's start with you, Rene. Like
Uh,
media.
okay. I'm sorry. What exactly were you talking about?
Uh,
What the specific question was?
di ba kanina kasi video games, now media, like anime,
Mm.
movies.
Okay. So I already mentioned 28 Days Later. For the movie that you mentioned, the one in the mall, it was memorable for me then because of it had one of the best opening scenes of a zombie movie I've ever seen. Because it starts off with this girl's daughter actually becoming a zombie and killing them. So that was very scary. Obviously, 28 days later, because again it's post-apocalyptic. It even gives you an exact timeline because it's 28 days later. So the damage is actually more jarring because all of this happened in less than a month. And this guy who was in a coma wakes up to this brand new world. Like, what happened? Where is everyone? Like the first 5 to 10 minutes is just him walking around London, empty streets in a big major city. So, and the marketing was very genius because they never really showed anything in the trailer. It's just the title and then just few quick clips. So you go into the theater not knowing anything. You just know that it
All
has
right.
something. And lastly, and this is again like Trickster. This one is memorable because of the wrong reasons. My favorite book of all time is I Am Legend.
Yeah, I
And
am legend. All right.
and then I was excited because the movie was announced and I was fucking, and they completely missed the point because the movie fucking blows. I mean, it was okay until the end, and the end was fucking bullshit because apparently they changed it because
They
Yeah, they
changed it.
changed it.
Yeah.
because the market research team found out like the audience was bombed the original ending. The original ending is not to spoil anything. Still read the book; it's still really good. The original ending is just he just finds out that he is alone. That's why it's called I Am Legend because it's the main point of
Mhm.
the story. He is now the monster. He is the one that everyone is afraid of. Back when the vampire creatures started, they were the monsters, they were the legends. Now Will Smith is the one that's walking the earth that everyone is afraid of. He is the legend. He's the guy that kills you in your sleep because that's what he does during the daytime. He kills all of these vampires as they slept. And in the end, he finds this out in the book, and he just accepts his fate as the last man on earth. It's a great book on isolation and the effects of isolation, and again, what makes one a monster. Kasi new normal na yan eh. The vampires were the norm. He is the movie fucking destroys that by having
Sa
other
ending.
people, tapos the promise of a cure. Like, oh fuck you guys. So yeah, that tumatak sa akin because it really pissed me off. I think I threw popcorn sa hip. Fuck this.
Sa screen ng sinehan.
No. Sa floor lang.
False advertisement. You are
Ah,
not faithful to the source material.
yeah. Because the ending of the book was the best part. And then that's the one thing
No.
they changed.
Th-
Jesus.
that was part of that was the reason nga. Like I think
Yeah.
there is footage sa YouTube. But
Talaga ba?
if you all are so curious, the original ending is on YouTube somewhere,
Yeah.
and
Mm.
A
it's
different
way better.
ending.
It's a way better ending than what we got in
Yeah.
I Am Legend talaga.
I would
Alright,
watch it
let's
if
move.
they remade
Yeah.
it tapos yung monster si Jada Pinkett.
And then Chris
Well,
Rock is there
I
as
did
well.
not expect that from you. You
Like
throw
Chris, like he'll have a talking dog, and this Chris Rock
I can
voicing the dog.
slaps the dog.
All right. Ikaw, Trickster. What about you? Like your movie or series or anime?
it's something something Captain Mike note posted here. Like, yeah, I almost forgot about this one because I was just thinking of Fist of the North Star since that's the post-apocalypse that I know. Uh, Shaun of the Dead is
The
actually a
anime or
very
the live action?
interesting.
Sorry.
The anime, the anime. It's always the anime. It's interesting, like fucking look at humanity in post-apocalypse. The martial arts masters rule the world or whatever. Well, so other than that, like yung pinost ni Cap dito is Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is actually interesting because it starts out very slow, starts out very mundane until you see like he doesn't even notice that the kid's already a zombie. He just assumes
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
another dumb teenager. And for real. So then,
Kasi established it. That's the type of guy he was. He was living a routine. So he doesn't notice
Yeah.
things around him.
everything's just the same. Everyone's dumb, and then once the apocalypse, the zombie infections happens, they just form a plan of just holding out in the fucking pub for some
Yes,
goddamn
of
reason.
course.
Yeah.
Like
It's
Edgar
not
Wright
even
is a
ano,
fucking
it's
genius, man. Like,
yeah, it's not even a full post-apocalypse because like they do deal with the zombie problem. They managed to do a fucking Takeshi's Castle but with zombies. I mean, as you do with
I love that
mindless
scene with the
worms.
vinyl and
Yeah.
the CDs.
Yeah. And I like the twist that they retain their humanity after they die based on what they were doing before they died. Like, he like it's a bit fucked up, yet fucked up, sad, and hilarious at the same time. Na yung ending, where his best friend turns into a zombie and just hey man, let's play video games. just keeps just keeps him in the fucking shed. Just keeps him in the shed, chained up together. Stop! No, don't bite me. Here's the controller. Just fucking finish playing.
did you see the follow up to this? Because this is a trilogy of films.
Yeah, the
that are
Cornetto
not-
trilogy.
Yeah. The third one is also a apocalypse themed movie. It's called The World's End. So it's the
World's
same
End,
guy.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the same guy, same cast. The story is there are a bunch of high school friends that they do a pub crawl.
Yeah,
It's a traditional thing. They do it every year. But at this point, they're older, and except for Simon Pegg, who was still immature, all of his friends have have all matured.
Have
And
lives.
Simon Pegg was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he basically just forces them into go into this pub crawl again, while apparently there was an alien invasion going on, and e- everyone else just wanted to survive. Simon Pegg still wanted to finish the pub crawl, and the final leg of that is the World's End, which is the name of the bar, the final bar, the World's End. So that's where they make a stand against the aliens. So it's really, really good.
So is the fucking pub. I swear. It's all
Yeah.
like the Cornetto trilogy always has specific things. But yeah, they're great movies. I enjoyed them.
How about you, Mike? Like movies?
Siguro, if I were to ask na ano yan, it's gonna be Wall-E.
Yeah.
Wall-E, yeah.
It's
Kasi-
technically a post-apocalyptic movie.
Wall-E kasi pag nakita mo yung trailer niya, it's cute and all kasi it talks about a robot who's just routinely collects garbage and all, diba? Pero if you dig in further dun sa movie, it talks about the Earth being a wasteland because of an ecocide. Biglang nag-reset yung Earth on its own. Kaya yung mga tao dun sa Earth parang umalis, di ba? So, yun yung ano ko nun parang siguro sobrang dami ng basura at saka dun sa natin sa mundo, parang siguro nabwisit na lang si Earth. Oh, reset ko nga sarili ko. Di ba? Parang nagkasakit ganyan.
Yeah.
So, pag tinignan mo yung movie, they're just focused on the robot just collecting garbage and all that stuff, di ba? Pero if you go further dun sa movie, you'll realize that there was a value in this movie.
Yeah, and a big chunk of the movie is like no dialogue. But it's just Wally walking around. So it's
Yeah.
very nice, very cinematic. And this is also us in 5 years. I guess.
It's
That's my
5
prediction.
years.
No more of this, Pixar. Like this is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yan
we're
yung isa sa
we're
mga-
fat. We are couch potatoes and shit.
Yeah,
We
and
are-
machines have taken over doing our dirty
Yeah,
work.
machines.
At saka yun yung isa sa mga movies na yung alam mo tahimik lang siya, wala siya talagang talking heads to. Siguro probably towards half na lang na pero I still enjoy watching it kasi makikita mo yung emotions ng mga characters.
It's really great storytelling. You only get dialogue once the humans show up, and they show up like an hour after. So it's really great. This was peak Pixar, I think, for me.
All right. Peak Pixar. All right. So, before we proceed to our next segment, again, segue ulit tayo for G3's next stop. Saan tayo pupunta, Mike?
Well, it's gonna be kasi wala tayong Razer news ngayon, so we're switching over to our next stop.
Yun.
Our next stop, ito kakaiba itong na to. And I've been trying to share this to everyone na kasi hindi ko pa to, we just got confirmation that G3 is going to ESGS.
Yeah, boy.
That's gonna
Yes.
happen on November 3 to 5, 2023 at the World Trade Center, Manila. Dati kasi it's sa SMX pero ngayon they're now taking it over in one location na talagang you can
In a
secure
bigger venue.
a bigger venue. Uh, and the World Trade Center for me is a breath of fresh air, especially when you're used to covering the SMX area.
Yeah.
You get to meet your favorite streamers, content creators, and publishers. No? So sa ESGS, makikita mo rin dun yung mga publishers, mga featured games, um, like Samsung, LG, yung
Bandai Namco is there.
Bandai
Oh,
Namco is
Yeah.
there.
And Ubisoft.
And guess what? Sega is also there for the 10 years of ESGS. Shoutout nga pala syempre dun sa mga sa nagbigay sa atin ng opportunity to be there as ESGS content creators. You can go check out slash events. /event.com/e/esds-2023
Yeah.
for more details.
And of course, yours truly will be hosting the Astra Arena stage for 3
Yes,
days. And finally, I'm back at ESGS doing hosting. BJ, I am back
Congratulations, Jazz.
doing this shit, man.
Nicely done. Also, if you guys want to hang out, with Captain Mike, he'll be at the smoking area all day long signing autographs.
Sa smoking.
Smoking area ang puta.
Ganda yung headshots ni Mike. Like, doon siya nagbibigay ng sign ng headshots.
May message doon.
Uh,
But congratulations,
Michael
Jazz.
Quintana, G3. Ganun. But then, just a teaser, I'll be wearing a jacket from a specific talent agency. Ayan, so it's a well-known talent agency here in the Philippines, and I'll be wearing their jacket. I'll be wearing their colors proud. So I'm
Hold on.
not mentioning any names.
I'm muting the audio for this. I'm muting the background music for this.
Ayun. Ayun pala. So yun.
Oh.
Again, I'll be wearing the colors of a well-known talent agency on that event. Not mentioning any names, but if you want to know, check out my Facebook page during the event or go to the event yourself para makita niyo ako in person kung ano man yung talent agency na yun. Yun lang.
We are anxiously
Excited
awaiting
with that.
your debut. You're back at ESGS on a stage. Congratulations. Next stop, Viva Max.
Yes, sir.
Kaldag mo by Jazz Comoda.
Oo. Pag ako naging cast ng Viva Max, hindi mangyayari yan kasi di ako papayagan ng asawa ko. Yun lang. Maging extra siguro yung mababangga ng bida. Tapos tatapon ako ng kamatis, ganun, pwede pang ganun.
If I knew, baka sasabihin nila para sa kinabukasan natin yan.
Extra na, ako nga yung random goons, kumari, di ba, goons ako na yung unang mamamatay, pwede, ganun.
May leather jacket si Jazz, pwede siya dun.
Oo, di ba? Alright, bago pa tayo mapunta sa kung anong topic, next, this is going to be our final topic for this episode. If you were involved in a post-apocalyptic experience. Ayan. So, mga what-ifs natin. Alright? So, right now, if like a nuclear fallout is going to happen in 60 seconds, alright? And then, nandiyan kayo sa mga bahay nyo, you have an underground bunker prepared for you to survive the nuclear explosion. You have 60 seconds to grab 3 things in your house right now. What would it be? Yun yung question. Okay, 3 things. All right, 3 things in your house. So I'm giving you guys 60 seconds exactly to think about what those items are. Starting now.
But we all have bunkers of our own. We're not sharing a bunker.
We're not sharing bunkers. So like yung chat, if you're watching, yung mga 3 items only. That's in your house, in your vicinity.
Ayan. Habang inisip natin yung 60 seconds na yan, the question we had on our poll is, what is the first thing you will do when apocalypse happens? Some said go to high ground. Some said stock food, medicine, water, and weapons. Sabi ni isa, check myself before I wreck myself. Sabi dito, find a safe place, secure food, hide in caves. Sa Metro Manila, good luck with that. Hug my family, and then eliminate my enemies.
Enemies. So
Yeah,
aside from the
before you go.
essentials, all right? Let's
Uh,
theoretically put it out there na may essentials na sa bunker, like may tubig na pagkain. So like non-essential things, all right? Like 3 items. All right? I think that's enough. I think that time is enough. Okay?
I'm good. I
So
have an answer.
okay, simulan
See,
natin ka rin eh.
okay. Because you guys know I'm a big fan of preparation. I'm very, very OC. So that's why I asked if we had individual bunkers. Because if we had individual bunkers, I've been slowly filling that up now. Not just with the essentials, but all my books will be there, DVDs, everything. So the only things I'll grab is my phone, my charger,
Okay.
and that egg that Chino gave us. And I'm staying in the
Finally, to
bunker. I
put it to
have
good
Oh
use.
shit.
Yeah, I have all of my toys and books na in the bunker like way before that happened. So I'll be
Oh
ready.
shit. All right,
Okay,
Mike, ano yun sa'yo?
non-essential.
Yeah.
Yung napakano kong tao kasi. So I grab yung PC, yung
Right.
Nintendo Switch.
So, do you think like you can grab your entire PC in like 60 seconds?
60 seconds.
Tatakbo. Kukunin ko lang yung gigilid ko. Mag-aano na kagad ako eh. First, I mean, kung may
Again,
detonator, crash
the bunker,
supply.
alright, a bunker, it has to be like deep
Underground.
underground. So like you have to
To
like
survive a nuclear
yeah,
thing, yeah.
diba?
Has to
Like
be
hindi
really
naman
deep.
siya na isang door lang. It's
Di ba
not like it's in the next room over. So
It's gonna be
ayun.
my laptop, my Nintendo Switch, and then
Alright.
Bluetooth speaker. Kasi nga naman.
You
Wala naman.
lose. You lose because you did not bring your chargers. So good luck playing Nintendo Switch for the next 45 minutes. That's it.
Sige, nadali mo ako doon ah.
Why are
Pero
you guys bringing phones? Internet won't exist in a nuclear.
Hindi, pero kasi I have a bunch of movies and things saved sa phone.
And porn. Alright, gets.
Yeah.
I have
Okay, gets.
games on my Switch and then I have stuff on my laptop.
Alright. Trickster, how about you?
Hard drives.
My PC, a knife, and one of my random figurines there just to keep my sanity. To remind me of the good times.
Remind you
Do you have
of
a
the
specific?
times.
Do you have a specific figurine, or you just pick up a random, literally a random thing?
Yeah, they're all precious to me. So yeah, a random figurine will do.
Alright. Magaling si Rene, naka-download na ng movies. Alright. For me,
Handa na.
let's do it 60 seconds style, yung game na 60 seconds. Like you have
Wait.
the option to bring your family, right?
Wait, Jazz,
So-
what's your 3 items? You still haven't.
I know,
given us
like ito na nga. I'm doing
Ah.
it 60 seconds style because like, di ba, dapat dalhin mo rin pati family mo. So basically, I'm gonna bring my wife first because I'm not gonna leave her behind.
Mm.
And then, the Nintendo Switch and the charger. Yun lang.
Kung hindi pa sinabi ni Rene yun, you wouldn't think of the charger, I swear.
I wouldn't think
But
of the charger.
here's the thing. Jazz kasi has an advantage because his wife obviously can move on her own volition. So with that new quantifier, you can actually bring 6 items.
6
You get
items.
3.
Oh, shit.
You get 3, Lala gets 3. Diba? So what
I
do
don't
you
know
bring?
kung Lala ni Lala. Probably Lala will bring like a box of her cosplays or something.
And you have all year long. Put them to good use.
I have a follow-up question to this. Basically for Jazz and Mike. Will you guys be bringing the dogs? Because that's another set of mouths to feed, diba? In a bunker.
I mean, if Lala can bring 3 items, she can bring her box of cosplays and the 2 dogs. Yun lang.
What about you, Mike? Dadali mo yung 3 dogs ba?
Bringing one is
Kasi ang consideration dito is
Mike
you're
has a
staying in a
lot.
bunker. Ideally, you have to save your essentials, right? Because you don't know when the fallout will clear up. So,
Yeah.
do you bring additional mouths to feed, but you love them, or are they
It
worth
can be
sacrificing?
emergency food. Joke lang.
no, just
Jesus Christ!
It's
No!
survival
Okay.
food.
Can we put you on a pause, General,
Okay.
and tell you that before you arrived before the
That is-
show, Rene
that is-
was
That's I spent the day in it's called Hound Haven in Bulacan. It's a home
Ah.
for retired dogs. So I spent the day hanging out with these old dogs, playing around. And now, from my mindset, what you said in the long history of the show, that is the most evil thing I've heard on the show, which is saying something.
I'm sorry guys. And this one, sinagot na
Emergency
nila yung para sa
ration
akin.
ng puta.
He will bring the
Ito
dogs
pa
for
sila,
sure.
ito pa
Oh my
DB.
god. But I hate doing that. You know what? Like, I hate doing that. It's just for laughs, man. Like, we have something to talk about. But yeah. Okay. All right. Next. Okay, next. What's your strategy for surviving a zombie apocalypse? Now, let's talk about kanina kasi nuclear fallout. So, what's like your zombie survival plan? Like a 3-step plan for surviving a zombie apocalypse. Again, parameters, you're stuck on essentials, food, water, ganun. Diba? So like, what's your 3-step plan? It has to be tangible plans. Not like,
So,
not like
so walang bunker
not-
this time, di ba? Kasi obviously.
yeah,
it's a
walang
different-
bunker. You're at home right now. Parang ganyan, di ba? And then, what's your 3-step plan? Tangible ones, wag yung ano tawag doon, yung rules sa Zombieland na rule number 1,
cardio.
and shit, you know. Like, let's do tangible stuff, the things that you would actually do in a
I'll
zombie
need time.
apocalypse.
I'll need time.
I'll give everyone a minute. Again, I'll give everyone a minute.
Oh wait, why don't you go first? Because I'm sure you already
Alright.
have an answer.
All right, I'll go first. So first, I will may stairs kasi 'di ba paakyat dito sa amin. I'll just break down those stairs. I'll try to break it down. Cuz like let's hope zombies are dumb and can't climb. Number 2, avoid malls. Just like that's the first place people would go. Right? And then loot the small tindahans instead. Yun yung akin. If you're gonna loot a place, loot smaller places instead. Yun yung 3
That's smart.
ko.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
smart.
Yun yung sa akin. Alright.
I have a thing. I have a vague idea because you guys have never been to my place, but the building is pretty secure. So it's going to be difficult for zombies to get in. So what I will do is I'd probably work with all of the tenants in the building, pool our resources together, basically build a small community. So
A small
sino ang-
community.
yeah, like sino yung magiging gatherers, the ones who can actually go out and gather stuff, who takes care of domestic issues like maintenance, upkeep, all of that. So basically
Someone
that,
has to
which
be
is-
like the leader, so you're gonna step up as the leader. Ganun.
no, I'll just make a bunch of suggestions, but make them lead. Well, that's your job. I've done my
So
part.
you're chancellor, ganun.
Oh,
So you're like
oh.
the chancellor for some reason
Yeah.
sa mismo
Oh.
leader.
Well, yun. So, yeah. So, basically, I think yun yung key in every zombie media that we've seen. That's the key. You form a community. It has to be, like in Days Gone, they form camps. And I think that's the most logical thing I could
Okay.
probably think of right now. Yeah.
All right. How about you, Trickster?
Oh, that's actually super hard. Like, yeah, I like if you don't have the manpower to make a community, of course you will have to be on your own. Always be on the move and loot what you can carry. Like, sure, there's a lot of essentials, but you can always come back to that if you need some more. if like if you must rest, pick a secure location, and and once you're rested up, be ready to be on the move again, while also be prepared on that.
Parang si Joel lang.
Alright. So yung idea
I
kasi, ang idea namin na rin are like bunkering down or like hunkering
uh-huh.
down in a secure location.
Hmm.
Trickster naman, like he has to be like on the move always.
He's gonna be.
Parang
I do peg him as like a wandering samurai.
a
Kind of
wandering wanderer, yeah. So ikaw, Mike, ano yung sa'yo, Mike?
Ako, it is... I also bunker down din. Kasi yung place ko dito kasi sa loft eh. So, I'd bunker down, pero with the resources I currently have inside my house. Tapos, pag wala na, naubos na lahat ng resources ko, then that's the time na I have to move far. One suggestion ko nga, dahil medyo napapano na siya sa akin ngayon, I'm gonna go down south. Doon ako magtatago.
But what down south? Like
Like,
how south? Cavite, Laguna?
Yes, sir.
Laguna, actually.
Pupuntahan mo si Trickster, ganun.
Wala na
You
si
go to
Trickster
Trickster.
doon, nag-aala
Oo.
Joel na
Oo,
siya somewhere.
Tama pala.
Oo. Hindi ako naniniwala, Mike. I think ang una mong gagawin is to call Converge to ensure the continuance of your internet connection.
You won't charge us, right? Wala na eh.
Kasi zombie apocalypse na eh. I-make sure mo, no?
Because I kind of know Mike now. I know na he can't really. He's so used to the internet now. I don't think he can live without it. Or at least it's going to be an enormous adjustment for him. So I think as long as there's internet, he'll be happy to stay home and fend off zombies.
Ayan, sabi dito ni Ray, connect with community, small area within the vicinity to create a network, make sure there's radio to listen to news updates, secure house to be zombie-proof with weapons and be on the move always. Ayan, coming from Yolanda Survivor. So, may pareho sila na idea ni Trickster, di ba, na always be on the move. Alright, so if in a zombie apocalypse, would you actually try to try to save the world and make a difference, or just try your best to survive as long as you can?
I think it's mostly about survival. Yeah.
It will be about survival.
The human
The
race
only way,
is fucked.
the only way to save the world is by actually finding a
Surviving.
cure.
Yeah.
No, finding
So
a cure.
you leave
to end it.
it to the experts. Okay. Ikaw, Mike. What about you? Do you have the same?
Ako, I'm still confused pa rin.
Do you want to be like Super Mike? To save the world from zombie apocalypse?
No, ako kasi, with my current build and my I'll be realistic, I can't eh. So I'll have to make sure lang na I survive every single day lang muna. I can't save the world if I can't save myself.
Yeah.
Will you start a GoFundMe?
For what? For what?
I don't know. Where I don't know, canned goods.
Dito si Lee. I'm a prepper, so I have stuff ready. First plan is to go to a mountain high ground, set up camp, secure fire, and water. Yan sabi ni Lee. But I think out of all the G3 members, alright, I think Lee has the most probability of survival since he can jump high. He is athletic.
No. I
Long jump.
disagree.
Oh.
He can
I
just go up
disagree.
the poles.
Why do you disagree, Mike?
Kasi, yung
Kasi he's a hater. For one.
No. Kasi, hindi. Ako kasi, yung mga matataba kasi, pagka taggutom na't wala ng pagkain, papayat pa lang yan before man.
Okay.
So si Lee, mamamatay na. Ikaw,
Walang
ka pa rin.
walang reserves si Lee.
May reserves ka. Okay, okay, got it.
Ano yun? Nagalit
pero-
si Lee sa akin eh. Mas malala tayo sa Mike.
Pero in Lee's defense, his physique is actually an advantage. Kasi ang gagawin lang niya, he just needs to walk like this. Safe siya. He will blend in and he'll be safe.
Kung tayo sa G3 nagsama-sama in in a community or like in a bunker, right? Or like in a zombie apocalypse, I really feel like either Lee or Rene, ipapain nila si Mike for some reason. I think like
Hindi.
I feel like they have the like capacity to do that.
To be honest, if may zombie apocalypse and it's just all the G3 people together were forced to stay together, I'm just gonna go out and
You
fucking have
leave.
them bite me. Yo, like fuck. This is not a life worth living, guys. Gonna,
Magpapakagat ka kasi tatago mo sa amin,
Yeah.
ganun.
ganun din kasi to be honest, ganun din kasi I think within a week magpapatayan din naman tayo. So, tanggapin na lang natin.
Ano sabi ka ni Leo? First
Oh
time
my
physical.
God.
Na-imagine ko na si Lee. Yung una na ganun.
Hmm.
Pinig niya si Mike.
Hindi,
Oh,
hindi ka nila pwedeng patayin, Mike, kasi you can't be bait if you're dead. Zombies don't eat dead people. At least in most, di ba? In most
Ano lang naman
lore.
hindi lang naman kumbaga, mahihimatayin ka lang naman
So pag unconscious ka, iwan ka sa labas, and while everyone is feasting on you, we run away. We take your
ganon.
car, and we go to someplace else. Okay, so may plan na tayo, guys. G3!
All right. All right. Now here, this has been a really fun episode. I wish we'd had like more episodes like this. Talking about stuff that's fun. Talking about like I don't know what's more fun than post-apocalyptic stuff. Without actually like ticking off any culture, any religion stuff. Like this is like the most neutral kind of like way to get it out there. So
If you believe,
just
that's a different
yeah,
story.
just to sum everything up, just to wrap this thing up. All right, a hot take: if Doomsday were to happen now, and then everyone will die. What's your biggest regret in life?
Damn, you went deep. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm going.
I
deep.
was
I'm going
not
deep.
ready for this.
Yeah, that's a curveball.
Mm.
So what would be your biggest regret in life? That like, all right,
Like you mean
like,
literally
it's-
right
again,
now, like right at this moment.
like yeah, in 60 seconds, like parang mangyayari na, and then like it's inevitable. So what's gonna be your biggest regret? Ayan, Lee, ikaw na rin eh, inuna ka na eh.
Mine would be, kasi ever since the lockdown ended, I've been getting a lot of offers to go back to stand up. I just kept refusing. So if you told me like, oh, the world is about to end at like 60 seconds, like I would have been nice to hit the stage one more time and do comedy, but I'd probably tell jokes as zombies were eating me. So that's gonna be it. Yeah, but that would be a legit answer. That would be my one regret.
All right, Mike, ikaw Mike. How about?
There were some choices I have not done nung earlier stage ng buhay ko.
Pwede ka umiyak ka, okay lang.
Probably-
This is a safe space. Pwede ka umiyak.
It's a safe space, calm. Tapos, I could have sent messages na siguro to the people I was supposed to message. And then, apologize dun sa mga taong, yung mga taong, yung nakabanggaan natin ng mga
So
passengers.
magsasorry ka kay Lee. Ganun. Magsasorry ka
No.
kay Lee.
Papakain
Bibigyan
na lang
mo
ako
si
sa
Lee.
zombie. I will tell.
I would rather die than apologize to that guy.
Yun na lang sinasabi niya, itatali kita, may kami hindi ka pa nakakapag-design na sasabihin.
Oh my god. So like Mike will like apologize. Mike would like send messages to like people that he loves.
And
So, ikaw,
promote
Trickster,
Converge one last time.
Promote Converge. One last.
Oh.
Converge next gen. Converge next life. Ikaw, Trickster, how about you? Like, what's your biggest regret?
I never got to be with that one girl.
Oh!
This is hot! Oh my god!
We can make this happen. Just give us a name.
Give us a
Give
name.
us a name.
Trickster,
We will reach
Alas.
out. We will all of G3's resources will be devoted into making this happen.
you
You
have
and
no
this one
idea.
girl. Give us a name.
What? Say it.
So why
Say it.
Trickster? Why?
This was way back in like my freshman years in college, right?
Mm-mm.
We kind of hit it off in high school. I suppose yeah, I found her cute, but I suppose I thought nothing was going to happen because senior year, and we recently just met. We recently just talked in senior year, and then when we graduated, somehow she managed to keep my number, and she contacted me. Decided, hey, why don't we meet up?
Oh my God,
I
she
did,
wants you.
like I did, yeah, pero I felt kind of awkward because she also brought her friends along, and after that, never saw her again after that.
Oh.
Do you
Tell
know
us a
where she
name,
is now?
Trickster. Will make it happen.
Unfortunately, no. Pero
Yeah.
Like,
I remember her first name, but I don't remember her last name. Unfortunately,
wow,
she
you
named
I
her.
can see you really like this girl.
She she never named. She never put her full name in my contacts when we were in high school.
Mhm. Oh wait, Ray
So
knows who this person is.
Ray
We will
knows who
ask
this person
Ray.
is. Well,
no,
hanapin na lang
that's
natin.
it's not the same person that she's thinking.
Uh,
Oh,
because
sir.
we
That's a
can just
different girl.
if you don't know the full name, just give us the first name and the school. Because as
Sa
you know,
GC, sa
Mike,
GC.
Mike is a world class stalker, and he can find this girl in like 30 minutes.
We will
30 minutes
use
tops. Yeah,
we will use
I
G3's
have
very limited resources.
yeah.
I,
All of the
people,
networks,
my
manpower, time, effort. So
my
we will
followers will
get you
really
laid.
think that I'm such a stalker.
Mm.
Oh
Jesus
my God.
Christ.
All right.
So yeah,
So
that's
yun.
it.
Yung sa akin naman, syempre, biggest regret, I did not like spend uh, more time yet with my wife. Tatlong taon pa lang kaming magkasama, guys. Alright, so that's like not enough time, right? So I think that was my biggest regret. I could have pursued her way earlier than the pandemic. But yeah, I think that's gonna be my biggest regret. But the biggest take for this episode, ladies and gentlemen, is we might not know what will happen in the future. Baka, bukas rapture na. Baka like in the next week, di ba? We might not know, baka mamaya, di ba? So, as much as possible, like if you have the liberty and you have the time, please spend it with your loved ones. At least contact them. Tell them you love them. Yung mga kaaway nyo, tell them you forgive them. Mike, apologize to Lee for whatever reason. Di ba? Yung like yung mga taong natin na like masama yung loob natin sa tao, be it like a person that name starts with a specific nut, you know. Alam ko biggest take ni Mike is yung unang ipapain sa danger. Ayun. So yeah, guys, spend time with your family, tell them you love them. Parang ganun, di ba? Na, kasi we might not.
Yeah.
So yun yung parang biggest lesson to be learned from this episode. But that's about it for this episode. I would like to ask every single panel members their final message for the viewers. Mike, let's start with you.
Okay, so para sa akin, it's next week we will be at ESGS. There is an announcement that's gonna happen over the weekend, so check out the G3 page. And then check my platform with the handle at Captain Mike PH kasi I also have a separate announcement. I already posted something there na may mga specific akong hashtags dun kasi I think it's gonna be a fun announcement. I'm gonna promise you
Ito na yung mga apology mo sa mga tao.
Fun announcement. All right, Trickster, what do you? Final message or words para sa viewers natin.
Or names that you want to name.
Shut up. I'm pretty sure she's living the high life right now. Or whatever. So
You know.
tomorrow night, I am in honor of Spook Month. I will be streaming something spooky. Maybe it may or may not be spooky, but we'll do whatever we can. So that's it.
Okay, Rene, how about you?
All right. First off, for this episode, I do like the personal touch at the end. We should do this more often. We talk about bullshit like 90% of the time. It's nice to let our viewers know that we are actual people with actual human emotions. So yeah. Also, I'm wearing the shirt to promote my best friend's restaurant. It's Mancox. So if you're in Cavite, they have 2 branches in Imus. Try them out. Like amazing Filipino fusion food. They also opened up Te Amo, which is a coffee shop that's based on the Medician branch of Mangkok. So they're all on social media. Just check them out on Facebook. Mangkok's Resto. It's a bowl of happiness. Also, I'm looking forward ESGS, and I'm looking forward to our upcoming episodes. One special episode, one for next week. I don't know if Mike is going to be announcing that, but please check out the G3 page because we have a bunch of really cool stuff coming up in the next couple of months. So yeah, that's it.
All right. So again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much, guys. 51 peak viewers, thank you. And check me out on my page as well, at General Tuna 19 on Facebook, and TikTok. And again, catch us out on ESGS. And we're gonna create more awesome stuff, more awesome shit for you guys. So that's about it for this episode of the G3 podcast. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hell, you couldn't watch too.
Yun. Oh, yeah. Again, guys, watch out pala. Next episode ng G3, a special episode. It's gonna be our Halloween special. Our horror episode. So check it out next week on the 30th. Tama ba, Mike? On the 30th?
It's on the 31st.
31st of October. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be filled of like photos. Like last year we did like horror stories. Now we're gonna talk about like a lot of photos. Like
Magana tayo.
Spooky photos.
Tatakot tayo.
What the hell's with the BGM cap? What the fuck? This is some weird.
Sa Friday, it's Friday, medyo kakaiba yung episode natin. It's gonna be as fun as this. Kasi in case you didn't notice, it's gonna be a very special episode. It's episode 100. So
episode 100, yes.
Episodes gonna be expecting for next week. It's gonna be on Thursday, on Tuesday, and Friday.
Yes, it might not be a banger, but it's 100 episodes of G3. Imagine, lahat kami, like, natis namin yung isa't isa for 100 episodes. Yes. Mike has been here for 100. Like, Mike is perfect attendance ka ba sa mga episodes? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Ikaw yung pinaka-perfect attendance sa mga episodes. I've missed episodes myself, Rene, Trickster, Palins, pero I think Mike, like, dapat may perfect attendance reward.
Si Mike yung by every definition, he is our senior member.
You're not
So
entirely wrong.
guys, that's about it for our post-credit scene. Thank you so much. Everyone, let's say the N-word at the same time. 1, 2, 3. November.
Yeah, hello.
This close. I was this close.
Episode 100 on Friday and Halloween special on Tuesday. We catch you real soon.